Welcome to On Topic with Nicole and Stephanie. Today we are gonna fire hose our best knowledge that we have on the subject of being present. So here we go. It's gonna come at you fast, it's gonna come at you hard, and here we go. Stephanie, do you got a book? And
I do have a book. I have a couple. I'm going to bring you two today.
okay,
One of them is The Noticer by Andy Andrews. It is a little less fact, but still like so.
the takeaways are facts.
The
The
takeaways are
story
like,
is
oh my gosh, it
fiction.
makes so much sense. Thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
for filling in those gaps for me. And then my second book is Joy on Demand by Chade-Meng Tag. Chade-Meng Tan. Can't read my own handwriting. And that one gets a little bit more into the psychology of living in the moment.
All right.
But yeah, I love Annie Andrews, The Noticer, for the story, and then just those little winks and silver lining.
Yeah, we did a Maxwell, what were they called? It was like this big thing nationwide where you could come in for trainings and they would live broadcast and do we met or we didn't meet Andy,
Yeah,
but we
no,
learned
yeah, it
about
was at the
Andy.
university.
Yep.
What were those called? Wasn't it like the day of
It was
something?
yeah, it was a whole big day and I think they still have them, but we were there together and a few others and listened to Andy speak and got his book, The Traveler's Gift, which is one of my favorites.
Yeah,
And but yeah, so The Noticer, I've read a lot of Andy's books, but it's very good.
yeah, totally make you smile and help you reflect through someone else's story. That's,
Mhm.
yeah, he's a great author.
My book is How to Break Up with Your Phone by Catherine Price. And she has a whole bunch of podcasts, a TED Talk, all that kind of stuff too. So just Google Catherine Price, and she's got a lot of great stuff, especially if being present is an issue because of technology. That would be, which is my one of my biggest problems. I'll call it a problem. It's a problem.
Okay. Well, don't worry because my research says you're normal.
I
Congrats.
know. I
Okay.
know.
Might be a bad thing, but everyone else is too. Okay.
Do you
Take
have
it
a quote?
away.
Do you have a quote?
I do have a quote. I brought you a quote today by Jim Rohn.
Yeah.
And he said, life is not something we put off for the future. It is something we design for the present.
My quote is life is available only at the present moment by Tick Not On.
Oh, hey, I like that one
Yes, I
too.
Googled how to say that because
Okay.
it's spelled Tick Not On, but it's called Tick Not On.
I found another one that kind of goes along that, and I had a hard time picking, but I'm going to bring it up. It's called The Best Way to Pay for a Lovely Moment is to Enjoy It. And that was Richard Bach.
Mm.
But I'm like, wow, you're going to pay for the moment anyway, so you might as well,
Enjoy it.
enjoy it.
Get your money's worth.
That's right.
All right. So, do you have any stats? I have some stats.
Okay, well, I know you always have stats, so let me just bring this one to you by the talking about being in the moment and where the moment is. I feel like our moments are getting shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter, or the ability that we're able to be in the moment. And it said that a study conducted by Microsoft found that the average human attention span has significantly decreased from 12 seconds in the year 2000 to just 8 seconds
Yes, I have heard
in
that before.
2021. And you're like, oh, what's the big deal? What's 4 seconds? It's like, I know, but 12 seconds is already really short for us to maintain an attention span in order to enjoy something. And obviously, they blame it on the digital lifestyle or point to the digital lifestyle and say, this is the reason for that. And people can't be in the moment because they're always looking for that next 8 second worth stimulation.
Yeah. Well, right now the hot Instagram Reels is 7 seconds or less. Make
So
it
maybe we've
7 seconds.
only lost a second
Yep.
from 2022 to 2024.
Next thing you know is no attention at all at that rate, when you think about
I
it.
don't even know if anyone has attention or is able to be in the moment. I mean, when's the last time you've been to a park and it's been full of someone just being able to enjoy that piece?
Yeah.
It doesn't happen.
Well, it is winter here, so it's been a few months, but we did go when it was nice out, and there was quite a few people at the park.
Okay. Amen. I think that there's a little bit of transition that's happening in the next generation, or maybe the one that's seeing what's been happening. But yeah, I hope that nature is a good place for people to be in the moment. Anyway, so we can blame our phones all we want, but another stat that was by Stanford University is that multitasking is another reason. It's been required to be a human to be 40% better at multitasking. So that's just a temptation as well as a requirement, like I said before, to take in all of the digital information around you. So it's a little bit of a distraction and a little bit of a expansion of what we're requiring our brains to take in. That's all. Okay, that's my stats.
All right, here are mine. How many times a day do you think people check their phones?
720.
144.
Oh, whoops.
Not bad. What do you think the average screen time is?
At a time of viewing?
Well, I don't know. You have Android, but with Apple, we get these weekly reports on what your average weekly daily screen time is.
Yeah.
Do you get those?
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you think the average screen time is for everybody in the world? Weekly, daily, but it's daily.
Daily, I would say 2 hours, 3 minutes.
4 hours, 25 minutes.
Oh man. Okay, but is that just for the phone? Because like I'm on a screen right now and I work on a screen.
Yeah,
That's
it's just
8
your
hours.
phone.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Wow,
70,
that's a lot.
yeah, 73% of people have high anxiety over losing their phone. 43% of people say their phone is their most prized possession. And then 47% of people are thinking about something else than what they're doing almost all the time. So mind wandering is it's more likely a cause of unhappiness rather than a consequence. So because our mind is always wandering, that's why there's less happiness. And mind wandering has more significant impact on happiness than income, education, gender, and marital status.
Oh, that's a new one.
Yeah, and like the last 2 months, my brain has just been going crazy, trying to think about what I want to do with my business, where I want to go with things. And it does cause a lot of, I think, unhappiness. It's being present is a source of contentment. And yeah, so the opposite of that would be not
Yeah. Makes
so
sense.
so when you're not being present, we're either dwelling on the past or worrying about the future, and that's all holding us back from connecting in this moment to whatever it is, whether it's a book or a person or a movie or whatever. That's why I like to go to movies and movie theaters, because it forces me to be present. And
Yeah.
like my favorite thing, and I might have said this before in one of our videos, but I love going to a matinee, and like a late matinee where you go into the theater and you watch the movie and it's daylight out and stuff when you go in, and when you come out it's night. It's like you lost a whole day or something like that. But that's what being present should feel like.
Okay.
Like whoa, we came here at noon and it's 7 p.m. Wow, I'm having so much fun. This is awesome because I'm being present. My mind isn't anywhere else.
Right. Some of my research said that when you are living in the moment, you have increased mental clarity. And then that increased mental clarity reduces the stress. So that goes along with what you said there too. And then you can't discount the fact that when you are present, you have improved relationships because they know that you're paying attention to them.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then if we've got a couple of videos on being grateful, but what is something better than showing appreciation for that moment than being in it, right?
Right.
And so you're seeing it, you're feeling it, you're smelling it. And I like to do a sensory thing. It takes about 3 minutes and you're spending 30 minutes and you go through all the senses. Like, what am I
Mm-hmm.
seeing around me right now? What am I smelling around me right now? What am I tasting around me right now? And then the feel, obviously. And so you just
Mm-hmm.
go through all of those senses and make little mental notes. That's my favorite part.
Yeah, that can literally take 30 seconds even, but it definitely grounds you and brings you into the moment. That's a great one.
Mm-hmm. All
Yeah.
right, perfect. What else you got?
Well, yeah, being present, you talked about it helps with overall well-being, feeling content, fulfilled, mental health, strengthens relationships. It also improves quality and productivity. So when you think about it, if
Ah,
you're really focused on something, you can be a lot more productive and have better quality than, when your mind is somewhere else. Hard to focus. That's why finding your flow too can be helpful in being present.
right.
Yes.
Yeah, I
So,
absolutely think it has everything to do with a happier day, a happier minute, happier moment.
so do you know why being present is so hard?
Aside from distraction and feeling like nothing is enough.
Yep. Yeah, distractions, work, social media, family, demands, mental stimulation, anything
Mm.
that uses our five senses. You talked about how you can bring it in to be present, but it also can trigger you to wander off somewhere else. I smell pizza. Oh my God, I love
Oh,
pizza. Da da da, it just triggers something, then it sends your mind to some memory, whether it's the past or something like that. Loneliness, some people just don't like to be quiet or by themselves, be alone with their thoughts. And then
yeah.
sometimes it's because you're running from something, whether it's yourself, suffering, some kind of hard to deal with situation, unresolved issues from the past. Those all um, cause it to be hard to be present.
Yeah, and I think that that's why 100% of the population has troubles with it.
Yeah.
There's my
So
stats.
you talked about doing the sensory thing to become present. What are some other things? Do you have any other things that you do to help with being present?
I mean, aside from putting my phone down or putting it in another room and just giving it a break, um, I guess just setting the intention, whether it's, this is the only time that I will be with this individual or this person or working on this project at this time or seeing this view in this moment. I think that's what that's what I can do because you can't ever get that back.
Yeah.
Time is gone. And so just focusing on it and working really hard and then asking, hey, if I seem distracted, can you just let me know? And then getting that immediate feedback from whoever I'm with, if I know that I'm having a hard time with it.
Yes. So here are some little activity type things that you can do to help practice being more present.
Okay.
Meditation, obviously, going on walks, writing, journaling, doing activities that bring you joy, whether it's playing at a playground or um, trivia at a bar, or, whatever it might be, something that brings you
Mhm.
joy. Letting go of the past, embracing imperfections, watching a sunset. Now, my favorite thing to do, you told me that one time that you learned it from Harold Schaefer, but to practice your gratitude during the sunset. So that's like Scout and I's favorite thing to do. It's when we get home from the day and we sit in this chair and we look out into the neighborhood and we look around to see what's different, but then also to watch the sunset and say what we're grateful for. But watch a sunset, savor your cup of coffee, your tea,
Oh
like
yeah.
taste it, enjoy it, cuddling. Huddling can be a practice of being more present, getting
Hmm.
lost in a story, listening to music, spending time in nature. All those things can help you create a practice of being more present.
Yeah. And then can you speak to like the difference between the silence and the noise pollution? Or like, because exactly what you said, some people have to have something on in the background. Is that good for your brain or?
I don't know the science research behind that specifically, offhand, but I do remember reading probably just yesterday that if you always have to have some kind of noise on, that is an issue of whether or not it's not being present, but it is, like even sound machines and that kind of stuff. It isn't, if you need them, it's probably not a good thing. So it is an issue of being, whether it's alone or in quiet or anything like that. Just like
Mhm.
meditation and yoga. Like I'm getting better slowly over practice and practice and practice, but yoga is always looking at the clock. Are we almost done? Are we almost done? Are we almost done? I hate holding this pose this long. I hate, in meditation. Okay, how long can I sit in my thoughts? I got to get busy. I got work to do, you know. So
Mhm.
it comes with practice, but all those things are can be hard if you don't like to be present,
Yeah.
whatever that means.
Whatever it means, wherever it is that day, in whatever setting it is in. Yeah.
Mm.
No, I totally agree. I think being present is one of the well, it can just so easily go the other way to not being present
Mm-hmm.
without care, without apology. And you're just like, are you paying attention?
Right.
Oh
Yeah.
man. Yeah.
Yep. I'm not very good at it at home.
I don't think that's true. But
Um,
I'll let you sit with them.
you can, I could bring my wife on and she could tell you. Yeah, I got to work on it. But awareness, I read yesterday or the day before, is like the most important piece. But I've been aware for months. So I don't know. What's the answer? I can read all the books, I can know all the stats, but I can't stop my mind from wandering. So what's the answer?
What do
Somebody
you
please
gotta bring
call
it back.
us.
Yeah, you gotta bring it back.
Yeah.
But also I think you can be present to a lot of like to one space, but yet you know exactly what's going on in every corner of it.
Yeah. I know what
I
you're saying.
I think you're just hyper aware of everything that's going on, which makes you feel like you're distracted. That would be interesting.
Yeah. I should get some kind of thing that plugs into my brain for a week and spits out
Yeah.
report on this is what you need to do.
Well, I think you know the goal. I think
I,
I think the goal is making someone else feel like they are included and abundantly in focus.
yes.
Well,
My issue is like I can't get bored, so as soon as I'm bored, I look for something to do. Either learning or sharing or whatever it is. And so if I have any downtime, it feels weird,
mm,
I think.
but I also know you to be the person that can like just sit down and zone out on a TV show or a TV series. Um, so I think that there's two sides to that.
Yeah, true story.
Like, you want me to go out and sit and stare at the mountain all day? I'll do it.
Yeah.
But that's not being present with anybody.
Yeah. Yourself. The mountain.
Yeah. Huh, interesting. All right,
Yeah.
well, a little bit of a self challenge going on. If you're feeling like you need to reconnect with the moment, um, go back to the beginning and watch it again.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm going to try implementing these things again and being a little better at being present, practicing what I preach. There you
Yeah.
go. All right. There you go. This is this week's On Topic with Stephanie and Nicole. Make sure you like, comment, follow, put in suggestions. If you've got a book or anything else that you want us to check out or might be the answer to all my problems, we'd love to hear from you.
All right.
See you
Thanks so
next
much for
week.
watching. Bye-bye.